back again. So this time we are switching over to Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. This is the port of the Xbox 360 game. Whew, and I'm really not a fan of this one. Normally at the Sigma games they made them a little harder, move things around. This game, for some reason, they made the game easier, which is kind of an interesting choice. It needed some improvements, definitely. There's actually some things in there I do like there's less projectile spam going on, because enemies would just hang in the back, just hammer you all day with shurikens and bows, and everything else became a big pain in the butt. So they toned that down quite a lot. You'll have different enemies pop up later on too, out of place, but the biggest thing that gets to me is the censorship in this game. Xbox 360 version, you're going along, you're hacking people up, you see like limbs flying everywhere, and they stay on the screen. It's like a visual marker to tell you where you've been in the game, so you know if you're going the wrong way. Some levels get kind of looking the same alike, you know, if you come across a pile of dead bodies, you know, oh, okay, I've been here before. The blood doesn't stay around. When you lop off a limb, they disappear. You'll see a puff of like purple smoke, and it just goes. Let's just try... I'll do Acolyte for now, whatever. Don't care. But you'll see all these weird kind of puffs of smoke come through, whereas before you'd have, like, you know, the limb go flying off in the air and a big blood trail, which is also a visual notification that, okay, this guy's been injured to the point where I can one-hit kill. You have like what's called, I think it's the obliteration technique. You hit your strong attack, or in this case triangle, and it goes into an animation, kills the guy right off. If you don't do that, enemies in this game, when they're wounded, become even more dangerous. They can suicide attack you, kill almost all your life, they can cause some serious damage. White or black? Let's just stick with black. Get down, Keiko. So there's that going on through it. There's a long list of changes here. Some of them, like I said, I really like, and then the other ones that are just really questionable, and you'll see it here in a second. I was playing this earlier, so I think it might let me skip the opening cutscenes. We'll see. There we go. Okay, cool, so I can skip the nonsense. Get right into the action. One second. Also, another thing is the loading of this game is really stupid. Alright, here we go. They also removed karma points for some reason. Like right there, you see the purple. That's because they took off the guy's leg. Oops. Skills for kills. Actually, I'm going to put this on normal. Yeah, this game, it just likes to throw you right into the action. What I do like about this game, and number 2, is that it's a lot more action-oriented. You had your fights in the first game, as you just saw, but this one's just like, okay, we're going to throw even more stuff at you, a little more hardcore, straight into the enemies there, more people on screen, which with the 360 version became a problem. Noticeably later on in the game, we started having at least, I think it was 8 or 9 people on the screen at once. The game would visually lag. And it wasn't like input drop lag. You could see the entire game just start to chug, like it's running in slow motion, like half its frame rate, because this game runs at 60 frames per second, and you'd be hitting like 30, 20 frames, and just moving at a crawl. That, to my knowledge, does not happen in this version. And I think we should see more bad guys right here straight off when I join up. Yeah, like normally right there should be a whole bunch of blood on the ground, there should be arms and legs, nothing, purple. I don't know why they did that, because this game is still mature rated. Now, you may have also noticed here that my life actually regained a little bit more. This game, they introduced regenerative life to a degree, because the first game was a lot harder. You know, you had to constantly be healing yourself. You still get healing items in this game too, but since they figured, okay, since we're throwing more stuff at you, we're going to have regenerating life to a point. And your life only regenerates once all the bad guys in your area are dead. Once they're all killed off, then you recover your life and you go on your way. But the more damage you take, though, you'll have like red energy. So that you cannot get rid of unless you use a healing item. So you can like barely survive a fight, get really knocked down, and still be in danger of dying within one hit. Two is a lot of fun. If you have a 360, if you have a 360, I recommend that version. It is a lot harder than Sigma. I mean, like I said, they did nerf this down quite a lot. But I do like that version better than this one here. It is a lot more technical oriented. You know, there's a lot more back-to-back fights type deal, which is what I'm a fan of, the action and hack and slash. Another improvement that they brought up for Sigma, or number 2 here, is that you don't have to constantly go into your start menu like this to use your items or switch your weapons or anything else. Just hit up on your D-pad. First one you have is your weapons. You can go, like, up here is like later on be like your Nimpo, like your magic spells and your bow and arrow and so forth. And down the bottom are your healing. So you can just basically, in the middle of a fight, just hit that button, heal yourself right away. You're back in the action. You don't have to stop and bring up more stuff. Let's see. Oh, that took that out. Normally what you can do is if you hold down block, it won't bring those items out to you until you let go. So what you could do in the 360 version was block all the way down here until these guys spawned, and then let go and get yourself instant ultimate technique. Hey, it's Executioner, what's up? Hail, hail, the gang's all here. Just running through, explaining the differences if you've never played this game before or just kind of curious for what's done what. All the purple. Is it Mr. X or Racer X? You're a Speed Racer fan. I do like this service. I'm playing PlayStation Now X, like if you didn't know. This is the streaming service, playing it right on my PC. Really wish Nintendo would do something like this, but of course Nintendo has no idea what the hell online is. Racer X, Ronnie, if you don't know what that is a Speed Racer character. It was Speed's older brother who mysteriously, supposedly died in a car accident, but he'd show up every once in a while and offer advice and kind of save his brother's butt every once in a while. Now, be Ronnie St. James or Ronnie Dio? So I was thinking, like, I was really a fan of Ninja Gaiden 3. Um, Played that, like I said, famously, my mom beat that game. That's how ridiculously easy that was. Razor's Edge, I did like a lot better. I'll be talking about that too in a little bit when I get to it. They did improvement. Yeah, I originally played that on 360. Now I'm thinking I might buy it for the Wii U. Just because it's like you can buy it new online for like less than $10 with free shipping in a lot of places. So I'll probably get that. These guys have more energy than normal because they want you to use your ultimate technique to defeat them. I don't want to waste it. Yeah, what the heck, I'll show you what it's like anyway. You can also move it around and target specific people. Or you can just let the computer decide who it wants to kill. I don't know, I only recognize Homer Simpson by his other alternate name, Max Powers. You don't snuggle with Max Powers, you strap in and feel the G's. Well, the one for Wii U, they did release Razor's Edge again for the Wii U. That is by far... Oh, that was weird juddery lag. Okay, what is going on, system? That's not the game, I don't think it's the internet problem. I'm seeing a whole lot of chop here all of a sudden, and it was not doing this earlier. Okay, I guess it's past it now. Yeah, the obliteration technique, the thing you've been doing all along. Look, you can do it. And also, they are so much nicer to get in this game too, because they let you heal and save points now. One thing they did change is that, you know, like I said, in the theme of crap, in the theme of oh crap, just like this, we're getting hosed. They actually used to have, like, Muramasa has those little statues like from the last game. And you would have to you could buy upgrades from him and healing items at the same time, so you had to be really careful for your healing items and if you wanted to upgrade your weapons or not. This game, they have more statues around, so they will, one of them will be blue, and that was the ones where you can do your upgrades at. Now, before, in the original versions, if you had enough money, you could buy more than one upgrade. This one, it just limits you to one. So that's kind of the drawback. You have to really kind of decide, like, okay, which weapon do I want to upgrade now, or which one do I want to focus on? Usually the best bet is the Dragon Sword right off. My favorite weapon is the Scythe you get later on. That's like level 7 or so. We're not even getting close to that tonight. My Wii U, of course, is famously just a Bayonetta 2 machine. I finally broke down after like 2 years and played Super Mario 3D World and was bored to tears. I don't even know if I'll pick up the Zelda game that comes out for it or not next year. think there's an item down here still too. Yep, in the box. I don't know, a lot of my friends who have Mario 3D World really enjoyed it, and just for me, I was just like, this game is just way too easy. I like when games have little challenges, which is why, of course, why I like this series to begin with. It's ridiculously hard, but Super Mario 3D World is just too easy. I was like, by the time I finished the first world, I had something like 30 lives, and I hadn't died once. And then I hear from my friends like, oh yeah, the challenge starts getting more around like level 3 or 4. I'm just like, I don't know if I can keep playing this until then. Yeah, it is. It's old enough that they went through and they are... No. Camera. Damn it, camera. There. What was I going to say? Can't remember. Anyway, I'm sure nothing of importance was lost. And I found the Crystal Skull. Contact Indiana Jones. No, my Wii U is not soft-modded or anything. I've looked into it. I've thought about doing it, but I'm just like, I just don't really play it a whole lot to really kind of justify it. So I know there's like lots of different things you can do with like homebrew channel and everything else, but I'm just like, I can live without it. For now, at least. Maybe I'll change my mind a little bit, but we'll see. True, that would be nice. So they make like an emulator for the Wii U, like for like the Dolphin. So you know, and basically, so you have that access in there. I don't know about it. Also in this game, this version, you don't have to go into the start menu to apply in things like Lives for the Gods. If you get, I think it's 9 of them, it increases your maximum life. This game, they're like, okay, you got it, it's instantly applied. Same thing for Thousands, you know, Lives of the Thousands God, it just increases your life automatically there. You don't have to go in and turn it on and use it. Nintendo don't. So I'm taking it then, you'll need like an SD card available for it in order to load the exploit. To get the soft mod. So I think I bookmarked the site. I think you mentioned it before X went through and bookmarked it to read through on it. I was like, okay, so they have a couple different ways you can do it. Cube, Triforce. Ooh, cool. Triforce arcade games, that'd be cool. Because I've played F-Zero AX through the Dolphin emulator on my PC using the Pro Action Replay codes, so you can get it and just run directly into there. I was definitely enjoying it because I had played the AX in the arcade, which is pretty hard to find. Yeah, I actually have like a 320 gigabyte hard drive, external drive. I was thinking about using for the Wii, but like again, it's the same thing of like I don't really play my Wii U at all, so I don't really have any use to do it right now at the moment, but I do have it available if I decide to go down that route. Yeah, they actually had an AX arcade machine in the next town over where I used to live back in Michigan, a town called Holland. And it's like a little miniature golf place and go-karts, and they had a small little arcade inside. And I was like, oh, F-Zero AEX. They also even had the Mario Kart arcade machine too. That's another one you don't really see a whole lot. Now, I think at this point, yeah, you fight Buddha. This was not in the 360 version at all. They decided in this game, we're going to add in some extra bosses here to kind of make things even harder. So you fight Buddha. I don't know why, but you do. And then later on, you actually fight the Statue of Liberty, which is kind of the same thing. You have the hands coming down. And then you can also do obliteration techniques on bosses as well, which that one didn't do it. So I guess I have killed the Buddha. It's gone somewhere. Yeah, let's equip it for fun. Lunar Staff is pretty powerful. I like this third form because it'll have like little flails on the end of it, kind of move around there, do even more damage. It's pretty cool. So this is, you know, you have to trade off, do you want strength, which this weapon will provide you, and also clearance, because like you can clear out a room pretty quickly with this. With your ultimate technique actually releases fire around you. Is everything good, or is it just notes? Makes an appearance in DOA 5. That'd be cool. I don't know what it is about this game, but they decided to make it. They're like, we're going to put statues in as bosses, because I know that you fight more than that. You fight the Buddha right now. You fight Statue of Liberty in like level 4. That's not what I wanted to do. Crap. And then you fight another statue later on. Again, it's just like, okay, apparently they have a statue fetish. George Lucas likes to lop off hands, and in Ninja Gaiden Sigma, they like to fight statues. Also, another cool thing here: if you're not around any enemies, clear your blood. Can never remember if they have anything good on these, because I don't want to pass up like an impo spell or anything. Guess not. DX? Like Mario Kart DX or F-Zero DX? And let's switch back to the sword. Need something faster. Ah, DX. Yeah, I'd never heard of that. Of course, the only thing that's like can be... There's actually an arcade here located in Erie. I was kind of surprised to play. I can't remember what it's called. It's kind of like Galloping Ghost in Chicago, which I've been there before. That was a freaking fun trip. But it's like one of those places you pay like $15 to get in, and it's like unlimited play on all the arcade machines. You really need to go by one of these days and check them out. I think they're closed for the season. They close after like Labor Day. because that's when pretty much the tourist season here ends in Erie. Which makes me laugh that Erie has a tourist place. But maybe next year I'll check them out, see what arcade games they have. If I die right here, it's not a problem. Yeah! Say it's not a problem because I'm actually thinking, like, let's switch over to Ninja Gaiden 3. Continue. Nope. Alright, so once again, actually I'm just going to stop right here. You guys are going to be stuck on the screen. Close out the game. I'm going to bring up Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, start that up, stop the stream, start it back up, and I will be back in a minute. Probably about 2 minutes or so. Got to run to the bathroom real quick. Pertinent information, I know, but... Let me stop this here. Actually, it looks like it's... Are you guys still seeing it, actually? It looks like it's still running. I've heard of Dave & Buster's, but I've never seen one personally. I just haven't lived in an area where they had it. I know that the local movie theater we have, the Cineplex, has the Batman driving game that everyone I've kind of seen reading online has really liked, but I've never played it myself. So I'll be back in just about a minute or two. Hang tight, guys. Still going. Perfect. Alright, be right back. Hey, Carson, what's up? This is PlayStation 3. I'm actually playing right now through... Yeah, it's like the PS4 controller through PlayStation now. I'm actually playing on the PC. But I'm using my PlayStation 4 controller. It says it's required for that. I don't know if you could get away with using a PS3 controller, but it straight off says like you can't use a 360 on it, so it's kind of funny about it. Plays pretty well, as I've kind of repeated myself. Apologize to everyone who's been along here and heard me say this before. There is a very slight input delay, like a little bit of lag, because it's streaming actually the game to the PC, and then I'm running it through OBS, so there's like a very slight delay to it, but it's nothing unmanageable. It doesn't make it unplay. You can just tell it's barely there if you stop to really think about it. But I played Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma, and now we're on to Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. This is going to be the last game for the night. This game, holy crap. This game was an abomination. The first round through before they released the Razor's Edge update, the re-release for it. This game was so ridiculously easy my mom could beat it, and she did beat it. She doesn't play video games. They made a whole laundry list of changes to this game. Current FW? What's FW? Unless I'm missing out on something. Oh, okay, yeah. No, it's actually, this isn't the beta for it. This is actually out for everyone to try. Firmware, yeah, the firmware update there. I didn't get into it. I wanted to, but they didn't take my application for it, so no biggie there. But this is available to everybody. If you have a PlayStation 4, you can do PlayStation Now on it there. They give you a week free for it, or PC like I'm doing it here, which is pretty cool. This game underwent some massive changes for the Razor re-release. Originally, when this game came out, it was like they added weapons to this here. A lot of them from Ninja Gaiden 2 made it into here, like the Kusuragama, which is like a kind of like a sickle with a chain on the end with a weighted ball on the end of it there. That made it into it. The dual katanas weren't into it. They threw it onto this. Yeah, you can stream this onto your PC. Let's see, what else did they change? There used to be quick time events in this game. Like, you'd be fighting, and all of a sudden, like, you'd hit somebody, and the game would stop. It would just stop there, and you see, like, your sword cutting into the person, and you have to hit a button press. It wasn't the same button every time. They hit it there to kill them off instantly. That crap is gone. They're like, it's just so many rebalancing. The AI was pathetic. Even on like the hardest difficulties, you'd be fighting a guy, and they'd go, "Oh, what crap, we're getting killed." So they'd run off and start calling for reinforcements. Like, they'd start running and screaming like, "Oh, I don't want to die." That stuff is mostly gone. So they made the AI, the bad guys, a lot harder to fight. And there's more of them around here. They have different tactics. Dismemberment wasn't in that game either, so you just kind of hit them and they just fall over dead. This one, you can lop off limbs as well. You have the multiplayer. You can do that as well. Let's see, what else did they do? Suicide bombing attacks, like with the bad guys, like in number 2, you didn't quite see too often. You saw them kind of jump up on me, but if you're not careful, like if you lop off a limb, they can grab you and try to explode a grenade on you too. So they made the game a lot better. It's a lot more balanced. A lot of definitely needed improvements to it. This game, I tested a little bit earlier. It seemed kind of dark, so I think it gives me the option. Yeah, I'm going to turn up the brightness a little bit here. Around here, I think should be fine. So I just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm playing. I'll turn it up even more. Let's just crank it all the way up just to be safe. Come on, Keiko. You really don't want me to stop playing this, cat, because then I'd have to give you your medicine. This version also adds in Ayane and Momoji as well. So apparently your village burns down in number 2 again. We didn't get that far in number 2. I didn't feel like playing it that long. So you've rebuilt it up. You're pretty much a village of one person. And even though you died in the first game, here you are. And decided that this one, they're also going to show your face entirely.
Call me Ishigami.
Which is kind of funny. So apparently I'm still walking around as a zombie. I don't care. I'm skipping the movie.
Ministry of Defense.
Be careful, Hayabusa.
And apparently also ninjas can fly. Yeah, like that little dismemberment part here. Oh, hold on a second. That icon there usually means I'm about to drop connection for some weird reason here, so we'll see if it does that or not. Okay, it looks like I'm still up and running. I'm not sure. It looks like there's a little internet hiccup. So yeah, Carson, definitely check it out. So I saw you playing Doom the other day.
Target sighting. There's the ninja. Get him!
Yeah, like right there, where you saw those little parts, that would be a cutscene right there, like a quick time event in the original version. You'd have to stop and push a button in order to kill him. They also made it a lot more violent too, which is kind of needed. Bullets cannot defeat me. Injustice, I've tried that before. I'm not really the big of a like Mortal Kombat fan. Like the one I really liked actually was Mortal Kombat 10 or X, as they call it there. I'm happy to see they bring out the update to it to PC, so I'll probably be picking up for that. That's like the Mortal Kombat game I really enjoyed playing. Injustice, I was just like, it's all right. Let's see, I think they removed this part here. There used to be a guy, I'm not sure if it's right here, if it's up further, but it's like you'd have like a little cutscene, this guy's like, oh god, no, don't kill me, I have a family, things of that, and you just cut him down. It's like, who cares? Yeah, I have Mortal Kombat 10 on the PlayStation. What button do I need to hit to slide? Okay. I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't get the update.
Wait, something's there.
Oh look, it's suddenly Ghost in the Shell.
Take him down! Kill it!
They're after you. Find someplace to hide. Hayabusa, get out of there! There's an alley nearby. Hurry! Looks like you got rid of it. We can't do anything with that thing around. Dead end. You have to
And a
find
lot of
another
places,
route.
like, you'll have these little weird climbing parts. And for the improvements for this game, they actually removed a lot of the kunai climbing, so you can actually do, like, the wall run. Like, the jump right up here, you just don't have to do the entire climbing
Nice work,
mechanism.
Ninja.
So, save yourself some time if you see little spots like that.
Watch it. The bloke's another Jacko Ripper. So we're his fucking uncle. Come on, give us another can.
No sign of target yet. Roger that. Keep looking.
And apparently I go Predator Vision.
Gotcha!
Done for, mate. There he is. Take him down.
That move now, instead of being a quick time event, is also like it's a chain grab mechanism. So like if you get that, like it's basically a couple extra kills. You can grab, just hit the button, the strong attack near someone else, and you will latch onto them for a quick kill. But if you do this, though, it does stop your multiplayer for score. And if I remember correctly, they also changed it so that way you can also upgrade, like, in the middle at any point based upon your points. And I guess PlayStation is having problems with the network.
Fuck you!
That is the best bird ever. Brings you Wolverine claws. Yeah, so Ronnie, if you're a fan of these type of games, I definitely recommend. You might actually really like this game. It's a lot more action focused, it's a lot faster. It doesn't have really the major camera problems that existed in number 2. And so this version, more bad guys and stuff. Because normally you wouldn't be fighting half the people that are here. Hexen stream. I'm playing Hexen a lot.
Intercept, riding back up. Get dead!
The shield guys were also not in the first game too. At least at this
We'll disorient your enemies from the helicopter. Deal with them while they're out of it.
Coming one. Begin operation. We're out. Now it's up to you, Nick.
Interesting, I didn't think I had a profanity filter on my Twitch stream. Apparently I do.
Somewhere.
Cover from its sensors.
Mark him when you see him. Rocket launcher's hot. Anybody see anything? Nothing here. He's got to be over by you.
Nothing like slowing your game down to a crawl
Not a bloody thing.
for a forced stealth mission. I don't even know if I'm going the right way.
Come on. Where the hell are you? Anybody see anything? Nothing here. He's got to be over by you.
2 hours of sleep.
Can you make
Oof,
anything out?
that is brutal.
Not a bloody thing. Can't find him anywhere. Come on. Where the hell are you? Hey, think I saw something.
Getting thermal readings from inside the smoke. Get out of there, Hayabusa. Regroup.
No.
I can take this thing down.
Just a sword. Amazing.
That's because I'm a ninja. I don't have any health items at all. Perhaps I should probably level this stuff up, huh? Yeah, you drank quite a lot last night. And I'm dead. Yay!
Hayabusa! Hayabusa! Getting thermal readings from inside the smoke.
Alright, let's try that again.
Get out of there, Hayabusa. Regroup.
I can take this thing down.
Sit!
Just a sword. Amazing. I can't believe it's still moving.
And struck me there back to the left. Perfect.
The generator's exposed. Take it out.
Yeah, physics totally work like that.
Amazing. Such power.
I'm heading for the residence.
Roger.
Sucks to be you. And these guys.
Drag you to hell!
Oh no. Okay, it wasn't a suicide move at least.
You're mine! I'll kill you!
Okay, I wish they kind of had like the original one on here instead of Razor's Edge so I could show you what that was like. Oh, banana indeed.
Watch out, they're on the roof.
Can't remember how you do the climbing in this one. I think you have to alternate. Come on. It's not telling you what the buttons to push. Thank you, game. Okay, so it's L and R you have to hold down, then you have to, like, alternate back and forth to climb up here. It was even more convoluted than the original version. So they even simplified this, but a lot of the places, like I said, they pretty much removed out that having to deal with this nonsense. Kunai climb. Congratulations, you figured out something we didn't tell you about. Can I upgrade yet? Yes. No, I can't. 150. I need 100. Okay.
You're mine.
So my one wish on top of just having like the original version for this as well here would be Bayonetta, just so I could show you how terrible the PS3 version is. Oh, this is the challenge area from the second game. I thought it was just going to be a pickup, I forgot. It's been probably about 3 years since I last played this. Back when I had like a Gamefly account. Animal abuse. Slitted doggies, yes. Dogs in here are a pain in the butt. Too many button combinations. Okay, got it. At least these are not the dogs from, like, number 2. Those dogs carried knives on them, like explosive kunai, which actually, the, kind of fun. They gave them to the enemies, but they took them out for you in the game. But they'd have, like, explosive kunai, and they'd just, like, gang you completely up, so it's like, it got to the point where it's like, they get you in a hit stun. As soon as they get started, you couldn't stop them. It was like you were going to die unless you could somehow get out of it. And that was a pretty rare thing. So those dogs really suck in number 2. Oh. So apparently I hallucinated me dying. Okay, perfect. But I still have my sword upgrade. Even better. And I run around in circles. Yay! Whee! Well, I guess I'm supposed to go up here. This gate is opened. I think I remember getting stuck here for like a little bit too. And it's like one of those things where it's like, duh, you know, as soon as you see it, you're like, why didn't I see that before? Nope, no way to hop over that. Oh, a door. Of course. Something so simple. Like I said, it's one of those things that's like, duh. Why didn't you see that earlier?
Do you know where the hostages are being held?
No, we can't monitor anything inside the residence. Watch yourself, Hayabusa.
And a golden scarab. In the original Ninja Gaiden, for Xbox, I should clarify, you get different rewards, like different weapons, for collecting enough scarabs and health items. And if you got all 50, it would give you like I forgot what it's called, but it's basically like a lightsaber. It replaces your normal katana with a lightsaber.
Hayabusa, what's wrong?
There's blood.
Blood, and I didn't cause it to
Are the
fall on the
hostages
ground.
already?
I'm going on.
It's a ninja!
Fuck you! Get dead!
I'd like to open the door, please.
The executive office is up
You're
ahead.
finished!
Please, don't kill me.
And now we introduce the bad guy of the series.
I've been waiting for you, hero.
Who are you?
Let's dispense with the introductions and get straight to the killing, shall we? Come, Ryu Hayabusa. Now the curtain rises on the second act. Yes. This is where we come. Yes. This is where we come alive, you and I.
I can't remember if this is one of those things where I need to die or not. Because I know that basically what happens is you get like a cursed arm. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where I was supposed to die. Nope, we're not.
The curtain rises on the second act.
Gotta get my game. Gotta up my game. Oh, come on. Yeah, I forget here that they did up the difficulty on this, which is so much. It's a lot more fun and challenging here. This version is a lot better.
Now the
It's
curtain
one of those things
rises
is like,
on
you
the
know,
second
if you
act.
get the chance, definitely check it out. I've lost this one already. This game does tend to go, though, because they up the AI difficulty. It will venture in the Neo Geo territories where just the game decides no matter what you do, you're going to lose. This is like one of those times where it just decided, okay, we're just going to whoop up on you real quick.
Now the curtain rises on the second act.
Got him. Okay, apparently that was a cut time scene that I did not know about. They didn't give me a call for it. There we go. Interesting.
Open your eyes, Ryu Hayabusa.
All right.
So, how does it feel to suffer as all of your victims? No, no. We are both steeped in the blood of our countless victims, my brother. Farewell, until we meet again.
Hayabusa, respond.
My arm's on fire. What do you want from me?
Hayabusa!
I'm fine.
Listen, radar has picked up a missile incoming.
So apparently my arm being like this impacts my ability to walk.
You need to get out of there.
Walking is the new unskippable cutscenes, it seems. How do you slow down your action? Get you to tell you storyline and plot? Just make you force you to walk
Hurry up
somewhere.
or you won't make it.
Uncharted did it.
Hayabusa!
Metal Gear Revengeance.
How disappointing. I had hoped the mighty
Yeah, whatever. Skip movie. Don't care.
Dragon Ninja.
And I will save the game. Alright, and with this, I'm actually going to stop streaming here for tonight. I'm not used to talking for so long, and my voice is starting to go out. And I just wanted to give a quick run through with all these 3 games since I had PlayStation Now access, so I could finally stream them without having to get a normal card. So it's been a lot of fun. It was good to have everyone stop in who did. Radon, I'm actually going to jump over to his stream, so I know he's playing Donkey Kong 64. Hey, Pat. You just jumped in right now? You missed it. Played Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma, and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, which, if you ask me, AC/DC missed out on the perfect opportunity to have their music in this one here, because they did have the Razor's Edge album. Sadly, no AC/DC is to be found. But, yep, so I'm going to stop the stream up here. It's been a lot of fun, everyone who dropped in. I'm going to check out Mr. Radon's stream if you haven't seen it before. He's a pretty cool dude. Drop in. Just about everyone here has pretty much been over there, so it's kind of a moot point. But it's been fun. Hopefully I can stream again in the future and do some more games I want to be playing. So I'll catch you all later.